liking or this around technology here. My question: in are we controlling technology or is it controlling us? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most gracious, please accept my gratitude on behalf of the master of the ceremony, the honorable judges who have shown unquestionable integrity, the wise timekeeper, respected teachers, my fellow friends, and of course, not forgetting, ladies and gentlemen, members of the floor. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Technology is a blessing. It connects families across oceans. It gives us access to Quran, Tafsir, and Hadith instantly. We can learn from scholars across the globe with a single click. However, at the same time, technology is also a test because that same phones that gives us knowledge can also bring fitnah into our pocket. I am standing here today to deliver my speech entitled Technology and Faith Maintaining Islamic Values in a Digital World. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the Cambridge Dictionary, technology refers to the study and knowledge of the practical, especially industrial use of scientific discoveries. When we hear the word faith, we often think of belief. But faith is more than belief. Faith is what gives us standing when belief is tested. In Islam, the Arabic word is iman. It means belief, certainty in the heart, spoken by the tongue, and proven by action. The phase digital world refers to the virtual environment created by digital technologies, where information, communications, and interactions occur through electronic devices and the internet. By uniting these features and adhering to Islamic belief and responsibly using technology, Muslims can thrive in this age without losing their identity. In a world of screens and communications, let Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be our strongest link. Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in the digital era. Technology is totally part of our daily routine, from smartphones and social media to AI and virtual reality. The danger lies not in technology itself, but in how we use it. When a tool is not controlled, it begins to control us. My initial point is technology is a tool, not a dominator. Malaysia has a population of 34.6 million people, and about 33.5 million of them use the internet. That is a big number when technology is everywhere, from cashless payments in night market to online classes during the pandemic to TikTok trends spreading faster than the evening outside. Islam teaches wasatiyah, which is moderation and balance in all things. This includes on how we engage with technology. Technology becomes a dominator when we no longer control it, when it starts controlling us, like prioritizing Instagram likes over Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pleasure. When this happens, technology stops being a servant and turns into a dominator, telling us when to do things, how to feel, and even who we are. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in Surah Al-Jathiyah verse 23, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أفرأيت من اتخذ إلهه هواه صدق الله العظيم, which means, have you seen he who has taken his desires as his God? Islam teaches us that every ni'mah must be used with responsibility. Not that our desires become our God. Let our heart be led by revelation, not temptation. True freedom is not doing whatever we want. It is doing what pleases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Brothers and sisters, my second perspective, digital responsibility and accountability. Islam emphasizes accountability in all aspects of life. Some people feel bold behind screens, posting, commenting, and sharing things that will never stay in real life, but our fingers have become mighty and souls. In less than 60 seconds, a tweet can reach millions. A video clip can go viral before our copy gets called an AI. In this speed, we forget that words carry weight. In 2024, Malaysia flagged 51,688 cases of harmful online content to social media platforms reported by the Burma. Effective August 2024, Malaysia introduced a licensing framework with social media and messaging platforms with 8 million users to obtain a license by January 2025. This move aims to address online harms such as scams, cyberbullying, and harmful content. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in Surah Qaf verse 18, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ما يلفظ من قول إلا لديه رقيب عتيد. صدق الله العظيم. Which means, man doesn't utter any word except that with him is an observer prepared to record. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds us in the Quran that every word, every deed, and even every click and comment is recorded. This verse is not just a religious reminder, it is a powerful framework for how we should live and communicate, especially in a world dominated by digital interactions. My beloved audience, technology can connect continents in seconds, information is easy to find, and the Ummah can unite like never before. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave this chance, not a coincidence. My final point is, technology is a divine opportunity. We receive trust from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for every talent and tool we learn, including technology. Spreading Islamic knowledge via Al-Quran applications, digital tafsir, online classes, and YouTube has never been easier. Muslim broadcast were approaching 100 million downloads globally by 2020, cementing its status as one of the most widely used Islamic applications on a global scale. These apps can be a powerful tool for Islamic propagation by leveraging technology to spread Islamic knowledge, facilitate worship, and strengthen faith among Muslims and non-Muslims alike. According to Sahih al-Bukhari, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam stated, "Convey from me, it is one verse." We can say that technology is far more than wires and code. It is a divine opportunity entrusted to humanity. If we wield technology with wisdom, empathy, and a commitment to the greater good, we can indeed bring a touch of heaven to earth, fulfilling the highest purpose as a gift for all. Respected brothers and sisters, as I draw the curtain on my address, let me recap the key takeaways on technology and faith, maintaining Islamic values in a digital world. My first point is technology is a tool, not a dominator. Secondly, digital responsibility and accountability. And last but not least, technology is a divine opportunity. Thank you for lending me your ears. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to use technology in ways that please Him and bring us closer to Jannah. The only right this one is merely from Allah. Allah, the Lord of the universe, deserves all honor and glory. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.